Listen to me very carefully, please, my gorgeous Leo. Listen to me very carefully. This month you are gonna be clearly able to separate illusion from a reality, okay? And that in itself is gonna be absolutely obvious to you, especially what you're gonna be going through on the 19th of December 2023. Just remember that you will be able to separate illusion from a reality. This is gonna be important because by the time you get to the last part, by the time you get to the last 2 days in December, you're gonna find yourself at the most unusual crossroads. And this is why it's important to pay attention to separating illusion from the actual reality, because by the time you get to the last 2 days of December, by the time you find yourself at the most unusual crossroads of your life, oh my God, this is the time when you're gonna surprise yourself like never before, because you will go for the path, you will go for the choice that on one hand you're gonna feel like you were never prepared for, but you will know is the right choice, you will know is the right decision. This is gonna be the time, my gorgeous Leonie, when your life is literally gonna start changing, because you are gonna make probably the best decision you've ever made in your entire life. Why? Because this is like almost like now, not almost, but this is the last month of this year, is December. It's to do with a very powerful and specific energy which keeps you going at the time when you're so uncertain. Why? Because it's the last month of the year, so you have this invisible help from these wonderful energies which are going to be pushing you towards the right direction. It's to do with your alignment. It's bringing an alignment, an important alignment where you're also going to surprise yourself. I mean, there are certain things going to become crystal clear, and you will know that the very weird things are gonna be confirmed to you. Something that you realized, something that you understood, something that was happening on the outside of your life, but then again it has been affecting you for so long. This in itself is going to scare you again a little bit, but then again, on another note, it's going to make you aware of the fact how smart, how clever, how wise you are, and most importantly the power of your spiritual intuition. Absolutely mind-blowing. All these feelings and emotions and realizations are gonna be preparing you for this mind-blowing crossroads, unusual crossroads, which you are going to have at the end of this month. This is happening right at the end of this month, at the end of this year. You see where this is going to. It looks like 2024, it's gonna be very, very interesting indeed, in the best possible way. All I can tell you, it's going to be completely different. Listen to me. It's going to be completely different to what you could have possibly imagined. Absolutely mental indeed. And when it comes to numerology, do you know what's the number? Oh my God, another big mama is about to step in. You've got number 13, my gorgeous Leonie. You've got number 13 when it comes to your number. Number 13, it's showing clearly the fact that you have been through so long. There were certain things that were slowed down throughout this year. It has been ridiculously annoying, and especially within the last couple of months, something that you've been working on it just didn't work out as good or as well as you thought that it would be. And especially within the last months, I would say months, the last months, things have been really intense, and you started to worry about something for the first time in your life, something that you felt so confident about, something that you have felt so confident so long with, something that you've been working on, but it was slowed down within the last months, and this affected your confidence. You must not allow this bastard to take the best care of you, okay? So this is why this is so important, this bastard energy, I mean, yeah. This is why this is going to be so important for you to remember, my gorgeous Leonie, because what you are going to go through, you need to go through in order to come out completely rejuvenated by the end of this month. Number 13, 1-3 in numerology strongly means that you are going to have a mind-blowing idea. Okay, listen to me very carefully. My gorgeous Leonie, number 13 means that you are going to have a mind-blowing idea. Now, let me tell you how you're going to know when is this idea. Listen, this idea, it's going to change your life. This idea, it's going to transform your life. This idea, it's going to make an impact on your life like nothing ever made an impact on your life ever before. Listen to me very carefully. On the very 1st of December, you're already gonna be thinking about that idea, okay? As soon as you wake up, that idea is going to be on your mind. Pay attention to it on the very 1st of December, and even more so on the very 1st of December. Later on in that day, you're gonna have a mind-blowing message, some really great, amazing news, which is gonna make you feel remarkable about some kind of success, a great achievement, recognition, a victory, a mind-blowing progress, which is going to play an absolutely big mama giant role when it comes to you gaining this much needed confidence, okay? And this confidence is going to allow you to release negative thoughts that have been holding you on for so long. And at this moment in time, this is all going to lead towards you opening up to new perspectives. Indeed, this in itself, it's going to lead towards your own freedom, but then at the same time, especially when it comes to things that have been making you so insecure and all this, it's about to disappear. It's so important when it comes to your personal balance. So going back to the number 13 when it comes to numerology, so what is this idea which you are going to have? It's not only about you becoming aware of already on the 1st of December. I wanted to say more about it. It's not only about the 1st of December. That idea that I've mentioned, that it's connected to number 13, it's also showing clearly that this is going to change your life. This is going to transform your life. You are going to have a first glimpse of this particular idea. This is already going to be on your mind at the very 1st of December, as soon as you wake up in the morning and later on in the day. It's just other things that are going to happen. It's going to give you that much needed confidence in order to face your own truth, in order to face your own reality. Because after that moment in time, with the power of number 1, my goodness, everything is going to change in terms of energy and vibration and your creativity. You are going to be on top of the world here. So I'm still on about that idea. Idea is going to be highlighted on the 1st of December, on the 11th of December, again on the 1st of December, on the 11th of December. No, sorry, I'm lying. Sorry, no. Sorry. No. It's that idea. Sorry. That idea is going to be highlighted on the 1st of December. Then it's going to be highlighted again on the 13th of December. And then it's going to be highlighted again on the 23rd of December. Okay, so on the 1st of December, on the 13th of December, and on the 23rd of December, these ideas are going to be highlighted again and again and again. And they're going to be highlighted throughout your life if you ignore them. Because this is to do with your destiny. This is to do with your karma. And even if a lot is happening in your life on the very 1st of December, you're still going to be kind of like reminded of this idea, because they're going to be different signs, intuitive messages, different insights, different synchronicities, different omens. Oh my God, all these days are going to be like, there are different things that are going to be going on, but it's just going to be leading towards the new towards this particular idea. So you're not going to be able to ignore this whatsoever. This is an idea which you are going to have at a time of a this is bringing a mental clarity. This is going to bring an absolutely mind mind-blowing breakthrough when it comes to your life in 1 year time. In 1 year time, my gorgeous Leonie, hallelujah, your life is going to be completely different. This idea is going to help you to find your way back home, back where you belong. Okay, within 1 year, in just 1 year time, your life is going to be completely different. This is a brand new idea, my gorgeous Leonie. The time is right, and this is going to bring success into your life. It's going to bring a breakthrough, and as little as 1 year, your mind is going to be really sharp. And at the same time, as I said, this is going to, on one hand, is bring abundance into your life. You're nurturing your spirit, you're nurturing your soul. This is going to bring huge accomplishment into your life, and this is the beginning of your evolution, where you will understand that now you're gonna need to make a really difficult decision. That decision, it's not gonna be difficult whatsoever. It's gonna be one of the most enlightening things you have ever done in your entire life. Like, oh my God, my gorgeous Leonie, what's going on? It's gonna be absolutely brilliant indeed. And also, my gorgeous Leonie, when it comes to nutrition, you really need to make sure that you're taking something for your sensitive bones to start with. Something like a natural vitamin D3 alongside natural vitamin K2, alongside magnesium, and alongside some calcium as well. These supplements need to be completely natural, without any chemicals or without any unnecessary ingredients. And on top of that, I highly recommend you something like fish oils. And if you don't want to take a fish oils, if you're vegan, for example, then you can go for something like a flaxseed oil. And flaxseed oil would be the actual plant version of a fish oil, which is going to provide you with like a similar ingredients, but it does have omega-3 essential fatty acids, which is ever so important when it comes to your mind, your memory, but also when it comes to keeping your joints moist as well. When it comes to your bones, it's also very important. So either flaxseed oil, if you don't take fish, or if you don't have a problem with fish, then I would suggest like a fish oils or cod liver oil, which is going to help you to keep your joints moist indeed. So with vitamin D3 and K2 and calcium and magnesium, this is going to be absolutely superb combination when it comes to this. And also, my gorgeous Leonie, what else I strongly recommend you to get something for entire digestive system. Something like a natural B vitamin complex in a liquid form. It's going to be beneficial for your natural, for your whole digestive system, but it's also going to be brilliant when it comes to energy levels, when it comes to stress, when it comes to a little bit of anxiety. That is absolutely normal for every single one of us, you know, but it is kind of a natural B vitamin. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. If you can get this, make sure that B vitamin complex, I mean, every single vitamin is made in a natural way, and make sure it's like a liquid form, and make sure that you take this the very first thing in the morning. You put this underneath your tongue, and you wait for like about 20 seconds, and then you just swallow it. And this way, this is going to be absorbed by the body, but it's also like kind of water soluble, like B vitamins. So it's fine to take it the very first thing in the morning indeed. So that way, you know, when you start your day, this provides you with like that much needed energy, for example, but also it's going to be beneficial for your entire digestive system. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Leonie, or not. So now I'm going to start with the very first date, which I think it's going to be really important. Just remember, I've already mentioned the very 1st of December. I've already mentioned what is going to happen on the very 1st of December, because you are going to have this absolutely fantastic recognition here, a fantastic victory when it comes to your progress, something that is going to bring that much needed self-confidence, as I've already mentioned on the very 1st of December. I'm not going to say it again, because then people are going to say, oh, you're repeating yourself, you're repeating yourself. I'm sorry if I am, but the very 1st of December is going to be ridiculously important. I'm just going to say briefly, because you are, at the end of the day, this is going to be the moment in time when you're going to walk through the brand new door. What does that mean? This brand new door that you're going to walk through are going to really reflect on you, like releasing negative thoughts that are becoming so annoying now. And it's also, you're also going to start opening to new perspectives. This is so important. On the very 1st of December, you're also going to realize that you need to give more energy to yourself. You need to give more energy to yourself. You need to do something nice to yourself. There is going to be such a great moment of realization where you're going to realize how powerful you are, how amazing you are. And you're going to start to appreciate yourself in such a way you've never appreciated yourself before. And this is great. This is amazing. The more you love yourself and the more you appreciate yourself, the more you are doing such a good thing for your inner world. But whatever you're doing for your inner world, it's going to reflect on your outer world. So, of course, the more you respect yourself, the more you love yourself, the more people are going to love you, the more you are going to attract the right people and right situations into your life as well. Big mama indeed. The second important date, my gorgeous Leone, it's gonna be on the 5th of December. On the 5th of December, you know, this is fantastic, brilliant news, a great news. This is so good. A great news when it comes to you, like really, it's to do with like an achievement, it's to do with the fruits of labor. For example, it's to do with like a really big reward here. This message and information you're gonna have, you're gonna feel so excited about, because you're gonna find this really rewarding, because it's something that you've been working on so much. And that in itself, it's gonna bring you courage, it's gonna make you feel really confident, and it's a lot to do with your independence here. It's bringing a focus, a zest for life, determination and happiness. You will know what is gonna make you feel so rewarding. It's something that you need to kind of like go with immediately. This in itself, it's really pretty much so, you know, this is what you've manifested yourself, but it's also a lot to do with you kind of achieving that part of your life through your own hard work. So now what you need to understand, that now you're going to become a very kind of ambitious, very ambitious in order to like release some kind of a baggage and move on. You're going to feel very happy, you're going to feel very excited with this reward, absolutely brilliant, but this is all going to give you not only determination and courage to carry on with that part of your life and to take this even more seriously, but it's also, when I say like it's going to bring you courage and you're going to become confident, you're going to become focused and determined, you know, in order to release some kind of a baggage. This is going to make you feel ridiculously determined to release some kind of a baggage in order to move on. And this baggage is so important for you to kind of recognize, because it's to do with a part of your life that has come to an end a while back karmically. So it is going to kind of like slow you down in such a way where you're going to be self-doubting yourself at the time when you should never self-doubt yourself whatsoever. And this happens when we ignore just a little bit the call of our soul or the call of our spirit. And when it comes to us working on something so passionate from before, that we don't understand and don't realize that sometimes the certain things in terms of passion come to an end. Some kind of passion comes to an end, the new passion it's about to come up. But that's exactly what you need to understand, that this is going to bring a great deal of good things for you, because you're just responding to your spirit and moving on from the part of your life that have already come to an end. And the sooner you do that, the sooner you're going to kind of move towards something much better. It was making you to ignore the call. It was making you to ignore the call you should never ignore in the first place. You see what I mean? So this is why this is a rather significant here indeed. And also, my gorgeous Leonie, what else I was going to recommend you? Absolutely stunning smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is ridiculously powerful when it comes to us protecting ourselves from the negative energy, not only projected by the people, but also when it comes to the negative energy that it's like kind of within the certain places, within the certain areas. It really depends where this negative energy is coming from. It can be caused by the people, it can be caused by the people who used to live there, it can be caused by the people who are going there, it can be caused even by its surroundings, the things that used to happen there, maybe negative, lots of negative residue energy and things like that. So this is why smoky quartz is brilliant when you need to deal with something that you don't want to deal with, when you need to do something you don't want to do, when you need to talk to people you don't want to talk to, when you need to kind of like go somewhere you don't want to go, when you know that there is a huge amount of negative energy somewhere. It doesn't come near you. It's like, I suppose it does, but then again, any negative energy that comes towards you, it's also kind of sent into the ground, directly into the ground when you wear smoky quartz. It just kind of protects you from like kind of sending any negative energy into the ground, and then it just kind of disappears, you see. So this is why this is going to be so important for you to wear, my gorgeous Leonie, indeed, a smoky quartz. And it also helps you to have a sharp mind. It helps you to make the right decisions when you are kind of indecisive. And it also, at the same time, you have all sorts of ideas you wouldn't normally have. It really helps you to come out of your comfort zone, indeed. This gorgeous smoky quartz pendant comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below, or it's going to be up here or up here, the link. Okay, the second important date, my gorgeous Leonie, it's going to be on the 13th of December. Now, on the 13th of December, you need to understand that your turning point is going to happen here. This is a lot to do with a life cycle. It's a lot to do with the beginning of change. It's a lot to do with inevitable fate. And it's a lot to do with something completely unpredictable happening to you, to the point where this is going to become a huge, massive turning point when it comes to your destiny, when it comes to your karma. So on the 13th of December, something is really going to surprise you. You're going to find yourself being surrounded by certain people, like a few different people, maybe a couple of people, maybe 3 people, maybe 50 people. You're going to be surrounded by a few different people, and you're going to be looking at these people, what these people are doing, and these people are going to be collaborating, doing something. You're really going to enjoy the energy just by watching these people. And then suddenly you are going to learn something. You're going to learn something. You're going to learn how to do something, and you're going to feel a very strong connection to exactly what these people are doing. And there is a very specific reason for it. You know why all this happening? Because it's meant to happen. Just remember that this is the beginning of a turning point, and that in itself is a kind of going to show you something, some kind of connection towards something which you never knew you had a connection with in the first place, and you will be inspired by something. But in terms of like learning, you will want to learn something and learn something and learn something. You know, the very sacred part of you, it's about to come out and guide you at this moment in time, my gorgeous Leonie. Why? Not only because this is the beginning of your turning point, but already by the end of this month, you will have a very, very creative opportunity, which is going to make you feel instantly excited, like so excited. You're not going to be able to wait to tap into it. And the sooner you tap into it, the sooner this is gonna bring such a beautiful progress into your life, in terms of like a really colorful energy, which is gonna kind of start healing process every single step of the way from that moment onwards, like absolutely crazy. So not only you're gonna feel such a strong connection to learn something, but already by the end of this month, you are gonna have this mind-blowing creative opportunity, which is going to allow you to do just that. Absolutely brilliant indeed. Like, oh my God. Another thing I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Leone, would be this absolutely stunning blue tiger's eye. I mean, I know my lighting is not the best probably in here when it comes to these crystals, but this blue tiger's eye, it's absolutely beautiful, very powerful, very strong. You know what it's doing? It's actually helping you to reconnect to your third psychic eye, also known as a pineal gland, one of the most important parts of our body. Lots of people don't understand this, lots of people don't know this, you know, but then when you unlock your third psychic eye, you get in touch with yourself, you become so much more intuitive, you understand things from a completely different angle, you see way further than you would normally see, and even if you can't see it visually, you just kind of understand through your own intuition what you have to do, what you must not do. This is brilliant at a time of like a kind of uncertainty, but it's also brilliant at a time when we need something that to kind of bring us a courage, like to make the necessary steps in our lives. Oh my God, you see so much further. Blue tiger's eye also protect you from an evil eye if it's directed to you consciously or subconsciously. Do you know what I mean? But also on another note, it brings a good luck into your life when it comes to career and finances and things like that. This stunning blue tiger's eye comes with sterling silver chain, my gorgeous Leone, and the link to buy this is in the description below, or it's going to be up here or up here. The next important date, it's going to be on the 22nd of December. Now on the 22nd of December, my gorgeous Leone, do you know what? You're going to feel a little bit disappointed with somebody here. Somebody's just going to be really dishonest here, and it's going to be proven to you that somebody was dishonest with you. But you know what? At least this is bringing a truth into your life. At least this is bringing that much needed clarity, and which is going to reflect on you, you know, basically just abandoning something, which is going to reflect on you understanding exactly, number one, what do you need to walk away from, and number two, what do you need to leave behind. This is so important for you to understand, because that in itself, it's really kind of like not that long after that moment in time, when it comes to the 23rd and the 24th of the, when it comes to the 23rd and the 24th of December, you are going to realize, you know, on another note, that this was absolutely brilliant to do, because you're going to realize by the time you get to these days, you will realize that you're reaching some kind of completion here much sooner, much quicker than you thought that you could actually reach this completion, and that in itself is going to be such a fantastic moment in time, because at the same time you will be able to be free to go for the specific choice and possibility otherwise you wouldn't be able to go for if you didn't decide to walk away here. Do you see what I mean? Already, you know, after that moment in time, already you are going to decide, you're going to be able to go for the option and possibility that otherwise you wouldn't be able to go for after this moment in time, after the 22nd of December. So this is why this is going to be so important. And when it comes to that when it comes to that possibility, when it comes to that option which you're going to become aware of, which you're going to go for, the more you give in, the more you're going to get out of. And I know it's not going to seem like that to start with, but this is like a little sacred formula that you need to, my gorgeous Leone, remember. By the time you get to the 30th of December, you know, you now are going to be dealing with like kind of multiple priorities, okay? So when it comes to you dealing with the multiple priorities on the 30th of December, you know that now this is going to be the main cause of you kind of like a thinking about, you know, like finding peace. That's exactly what you're going to be thinking about, finding peace, because you must not let this put you off, which means that on the 30th of December you're going to be dealing with so many different things. And you know, it's not a time to freak out, it's not a time to explode, it's not a time to think like how much maybe stress this is going to bring into your life. Be grateful that you are the way you are. Just try to kind of stay step back and reflect in a different way, and you will be able to see things from a completely different angle, in a completely different light. You are going to be tested a little bit. That's the bottom line. On the 30th of December, you're going to be dealing with a few different responsibilities. You will be dealing with the multiple priorities, but you will want to kind of like, you're going to be thinking about moving on and finding peace. No, baby, no. This is just a test. This one is just a test. This one is just a challenge. Please, you need to understand this. Every single priority that you are every single multiple priorities that you're going to be dealing with on the 30th of December, every single thing you need to come to an end with, but not like move on from it, but you need to resolve it. You need to take it seriously. And you know what? The more responsibilities you have, the greatest the greatest year 2024 is going to be. So this in itself is going to clearly show you what a powerful year 2024 is going to be. How? By having lots of priorities? No, baby, no. The more stress you have, the more anxious you are, the more priorities you are dealing with on the 30th of December, and the more anxious you are, and the more stressful you are, the more you need to understand that these feelings and emotions and energy and vibration is going to change completely into something completely different when it comes to the whole year of 2024. So the more stressed you are, the more anxious you are, this is more over your sign. How you need to you must not walk away from this. You must not move away from this. You just need to look at this from a different angle and enjoy these priorities that you have. Enjoy these like things that are going to be going on, that are going to be bringing you a little bit of stress. But already when you know where this is going to take you, you know, it's very difficult to explain, but each thing that you're going to be dealing with on the 30th of December, each thing that you're going to be dealing with, it's bringing you something good and something great in 2024. This is how I can explain this. Each thing, it's going to bring some kind of a gift. So be grateful that you are dealing with multiple priorities, because very, very soon they are going to in turn into something completely different. So for the love of God, you just need to change your mind and see this in a completely different light, in a completely different angle. And also when it comes to the 30th of December, like before the end of the day, there is this wonderful male person, this wonderful man, somebody very emotionally balanced, somebody very compassionate, somebody very spiritual, somebody very diplomatic, somebody in control, but somebody who's having a perfect balance, somebody who is like a very empathic, but lots of people don't know this. Only people who know this person understand a certain parts of themselves which they keep just to themselves. It's a probably least likely person to be like a spiritual, for example, but they actually are. That particular person is someone who you are going to have a conversation with on the 30th of December, or you are going to be thinking about that person. So you're either going to have a conversation with this person, or you're either going to be thinking about this person, my gorgeous Leonie, and at the time you're going to be thinking about that person, and that person is going to be, through that person, something very positive, very interesting realization you are going to have, especially when it comes to an ongoing contemplation in your life, when it comes to some kind of independence. You know, this particular person is going to have such a positive impact on you when it comes to you letting go of something in order to have a new perspective, which you're going to find so enlightening. You know, when it comes to you seeing in a different light, what do you need to do now when it comes to the next important step which you are going to make, which is going to be ever so important indeed. So now, my gorgeous Leonie, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationships. You know what? It looks like the couples are going to get to the point, my gorgeous Leonie, where you're going to feel so bored. Both of you are going to feel so bored, not with each other, not with not with your love, not with your emotions, no baby, no, but you're gonna become bored with the current lifestyle. And you're gonna realize that if you don't make certain changes, you're both never ever going to be happy. And then it's more about like somebody who's very close to both of you, who's really gonna kind of play an important role when it comes to them saying something to you too, what they achieved. But it's really to do with their lifestyles, and you are gonna have a bit of a flavor what that person has achieved, and this is gonna trigger something within both of you, and you're gonna realize that there is a very important choice that you are gonna decide to make. Because if you don't make that important choice, you're just gonna feel bored, and you're gonna feel like you're wasting your life with things that you have found yourself around and surrounded by that you don't no longer like. So it's a lot to do with you kind of both understanding that there is an important choice that you're gonna need to make in order to live the lifestyle you want to live. And this, my gorgeous Leonie, is entirely up or down to you. And for those of you who are single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Leonie, you know, I think that there was a lot going on in your life in terms of planning within the last few months. I see that you probably didn't even kind of have a time to let somebody new into your life. If you're single and ready to mingle, there was maybe you were ready, you thought that you were ready, but especially within the last 4 months, there was something very intense happening that was taking all your vibration and energy away. And even if you thought that you were ready to let somebody in, you kind of weren't, if that makes sense. So only now, from the beginning of December, you know, you're gonna at around the 7th of December and then at around the 17th of December, these 2 days are gonna be crucial when it comes to you like realizing how ready you are to let somebody into your life. And now you're gonna kind of understand this on a completely different angle. You're gonna realize how much maybe a partner is missing in your life. And further away from that, within the next like about 7 or 8 days after that moment in time, after you realize this, you know, you are, my gorgeous Leonie, going to have this vision which you are going to have. It's you kind of gonna feel already somebody like kind of coming into your life. You will know someone is coming, but you will not be able to explain or understand where these feelings and vibrations are coming from. And you will also not be able to kind of put 2 and 2 together, but purely through your own spirituality, because you'll just go so deeper, even deeper into it. It's not only about like this what's going to come to you, but it's like a vision, like you will want to go somewhere. And whether this is something to do with like some kind of recreation center, whether this is to do with like some kind of a club, whether this is to do with some kind of place where other people go to, suddenly it's going to come to you, how much do you want to go somewhere? And this is going to be like a part of your vision, and it's to do with a place that you haven't been to for a while now. And when it comes to your vision, it's not going to be a vision who this person is going to be, but it's more about the vision, like kind of confirming to you where this special person is about to enter your life. And even more so, that particular place that you have a vision like that you need to go through to, this could be something to do with spirituality, or with like you having fun, or it's maybe to do with like recreation and things like that. But then again, already in December, your paths are going to cross, but you're not going to see that person. But that special person who's about to enter your life, it's going to share the same place with you in December. And this is the part of this vision. But only in January, you will know who this person is. And you are going to absolutely love this person in every possible way. Okay, my gorgeous Leonie, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.